was so overthinking it. And it literally was found at Sylvan Glen Lake in Troy, between East Long Lake Road and East Square Lake Road. So the lake was between two lake roads. Yeah. So it was that part was like a riddle. We were looking at roads too, just not these two. So I'm so happy it was found. I saw a little news clip on the women who found it, and they said, we had our shovels, but one of the women, she's like, I just started digging with my hands when I found that X. Just started going, and so no, very, very exciting for the women who found it.
Well, so when you were traveling around to all these parks, what was the favorite one that you had?
Okay, so one of the things we also did is, we were looking for 3 lakes that all had the same name, and then one of them being different. And there's a lot of lakes that have the same name. There's like 3 cranberry lakes, 3 grass lakes, 3 spring lakes, 3 round lakes. We went to Grass Lake. There's a Grass Lake. I don't even know where I was. I was in Oakland County, but beautiful trails. They spent a lot of money. They had a beautiful outlook onto the deck, onto the lake. Just a beautiful park. It was called Grass Lake, and the trails were really nice there. I'd like to go back and hike those trails. Cranberry Lake was cool too. Nice trails there. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Lots of cool things.
And John, anything exciting in your world?
Oh boy, yeah. I went to and I don't think he'll mind, I won't say his name, but one of our co-workers here at the station had and I'm going to use the air quotes on the radio, which always goes well, a party, a graduation party. So when we went, I wasn't sure, because it was going to all be outside, if we would just be able to do the 6-foot social distancing. And that wasn't the case. We were encouraged to social distance while wearing our masks outside. There was plenty of hand sanitizer, and I was curious as to what the experience would be like. And just, was it going to detract from being able to talk to somebody? Was it going to be uncomfortable? And quite honestly, we wore our masks, and at some point you almost forgot that they were there.
Yeah.
Obviously you look around and you see everybody, and if you're standing in the sun, and I'm a little bit of a sweater, so it starts to get a little bit warm. But quite honestly, other than the visual, you very much so you forgot that you were wearing your mask.
I went to one yesterday as well. It was not encouraged so much to wear a mask outside. It was socially distanced. Tons of sanitizer. I think the most amount of people that were in the backyard, there was probably 30, so it didn't get crazy. They had a tent, and I did something, later on I'll explain something to show what I did for the first time, but yesterday I played beer pong for the first time, for the second time, but they didn't use beer. They used
in your life?
second time in my life. When I was in college, okay, we never had
starting left to West Long Lake Road. In 2.3 miles, turn left onto West Long Lake Road.
But we didn't. So the first time I ever played beer pong was visiting a friend's son who was a basketball player at a D3 school in Vermont. They were really good middle school, so I went to visit them and saw his son play. Went back to his son's apartment after the game, and all his teammates were playing beer pong. I played for the first time. That was in like early 2000s. Okay.
So did you improve from episode 1 to episode 2?
Yeah, actually I did, because I was playing somebody who's 14 years old who's really good.
Time out.
It was water. There was no beer in the house.
Well then it's not beer pong.
Well, okay. I know. I was playing the game. So it came down to the end where I had to get, there was one left, and I had to get it to stay alive to keep it going. So that, and I got it, and I won it like a beer.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, you'll really be amazed when I tell you. You know me, Heather. I'm not the most athletic, coordinated human being on the planet. Wait till you hear what I did for the first time as well. Later, we went back last night from like It's not Colin Morikawa winning the PGA. And by the way, how fitting on this week that a Cal Bear wins the PGA in San Francisco for Jamie. Way to go, Colin Morikawa. I was thinking about that watching yesterday. Lots of stuff to talk about. And that, the big story, obviously, is college football. Will they play? Things are looking very dire. We'll get into that coming up around 6:50. Coming up next, there's news.
All right, so everybody's wearing a mask now, right? And because of that, people are finding a very interesting side effect from wearing a mask. And I'll tell you what that is next.
All right, 97.1, the ticket. I want to tell you about the D Las Vegas. If you want to get away, relax, simply have a great time, go and bet on some
In
things.
1 mile,
Do that.
turn left onto West Long
Las
Lake
Vegas,
Road.
Get everything you need. Now they're taking all the necessary precautions to make your stay safe without missing out on all the comforts of a high-end Las Vegas hotel. Because they still have all the high-end gaming energy and socially distanced. They still have the great food, socially distanced at Andiamo Italian Steakhouse right there at the D, or the American Coney Island, or something a bit more casual. The Las Vegas staff, you want to play golf when you're in Vegas, they'll set you up because they get you on all the great golf courses in Las Vegas. And if you're not even staying there, come by the Long Bar Hangout. Eric Stevens, the owner, tell him we sent you. We just might get you a cocktail. The D Las Vegas rates are so inexpensive. Go right now, D.com, book your room today. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. No reported issues on the area freeways around Metro Detroit this morning, and keep in mind the Ambassador Bridge, Detroit Windsor Tunnel, and the Blue Water Bridge remains closed to all non-essential travel until further notice. No cash is being
At the light,
controls
turn
either.
left onto
For
West
same-day
Long Lake
service of
Road.
your air conditioning or plumbing, call Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. 37 years in the business. A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. 800-924-2123. Mastercraftheating.com. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
In 2.4 miles, arrive at West Long Lake Road.
Supporting the local communities Applied Imaging serves has been a cornerstone of the Applied Imaging culture since its founding. That spirit is transferred when working with nonprofits. Remember Michelle Hills of the Toledo Volleyball Club?
They're willing to ask questions, they're willing to find answers, and they're willing to find the best product for you at a budget that you have.
Kelly Dodden of Samaritas.
Well, Samaritas, we're a nonprofit organization, so we are always looking to have the relationships with the best value. So we can take those savings and pour those back into our programming that serves the community. And Applied Imaging understands that better than any other partner that we have.
Mark Cohen of Kids Kicking Cancer.
I definitely saw that right away when we talked. The culture of Applied Imaging is definitely something that fits with Kids Taking Cancer. The family atmosphere over there is really something that really connected with us.
Applied Imaging, a company that gets involved in your community. Call today, 800-521-0983 or visit appliedimaging.com.
Hey Michigan, TVG, America's largest online horse betting platform, is finally back in Michigan. TVG is #1 for a reason. They give you expert tips and picks to help you bet smarter. And you can even stream races right from the app. No matter where you are, get in on the action at Monmouth, Kinnelland, Del Mar, Saratoga. Your favorite places for the most exciting races. TVG puts the thrill of horse betting into your hands whenever you want it. And to get you out of the gates, TVG is letting you place your first bet risk-free. Download the TVG app or go to tvg.com/JeffR and place your first bet on any horse to win any race. If you don't win, you'll get up to $200 back in site credit. Remember, that's tvg.com/JeffR. Age, residency, and other eligibility restrictions apply. New users only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires after 30 days. See terms at tvg.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
A better tomorrow starts today with Wendy's breakfast. A tomorrow that says they can, not they can't. Where fresh eggs reign like opportunity, honey butter goodness is spread, and the Frosty is chinoed. At Wendy's, we don't ask what tomorrow holds, but rather, what will you hold tomorrow? Will it be the breakfast Baconator or the honey butter chicken biscuit? No matter what you choose, tomorrow's looking good.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
How do smart, hard-working roofing contractors run jobs smoothly, even remotely? They save time with Beacon. The Beacon Pro Plus app features simple online ordering and bill pay. Choose products like the new KF Timberline HDC shingles with a 600% larger strike zone nailing area for faster, more accurate installations. Pick the style, color, and quantity, and let the app order for you. With Beacon Pro Plus, order round the clock from anywhere. Work smarter. Download the free app at beaconproplus.com.
Morning.
How'd you get in my house?
Through the air conditioning vent. It's dark in there.
Go away.
How about some Honey Nut Cheerios?
Cheerios. Do I look like a child to you?
Honey Nut Cheerios are tasty and can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet. Did you just...
No,
I'm pretty sure I heard a...
it was my dryer.
You might want to get that thing checked out. Have a change of heart. Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
It all starts with just one thing. New innovations are happening all the time with recycled products. One company in Uganda has started recycling plastic bottles into protective face shields for use in hospitals. Find tips and more at onethingus.com. What's your one thing?
97.1 The Ticket and Ellison Brewery have teamed up to make two exciting new beers. Introducing 97.1 The Ticket American Lager and 97.1 The Ticket Double Dry Hopped Hazy Pale Ale. Look for them on draft at a bar or restaurant near you.
Let your voice be heard. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas. The names you trust, the teams you love.
All right, Tigers sweep the Pittsburgh Pirates yesterday, completing the sweep 2-1. Tigers are 8-5. White Sox at Comerica this evening. Colin Morikawa wins the PGA Championship, shooting a 6-under 64 yesterday to win. 23 years old, he wins the PGA, and in an elimination game. This game, the Columbus Blue Jackets did not blow a big lead. They beat the Maple Leafs 3-0. The Leafs now, they're like the Lions in the NHL. They've not won the Cup since 1967 and not won a playoff series since 2004. So suck it, Canada. All right.
They still got 20 years on that championship on the Lions.
No, 10.
10. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, 10. Sorry. Math's never my strongest.
And both host Hub City teams have lost over the weekend. Edmonton and Toronto are gonzo. Here's Heather with news.
Hey, you guys. Good Monday morning to everyone. So listen to this. Simon Cowell, he had to be rushed to the hospital on Saturday after breaking his back. He broke his back on an e-bike accident. Okay, so according to these sources, he was trying out this new electric bike. He was at his house in Malibu when the accident occurred. He had to be rushed to the hospital. He underwent a 6-hour surgery, which sounds horrendous, but his spokesperson does say he's going to be fine. The thing is that he won't be expected to take part in this week's live taping of America's Got Talent.
All right,
But
explain this to me.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm picturing an e-bike, something like a Peloton.
No.
No,
No,
okay.
it's like a
No.
bike.
That's a stationary bike.
It's like an electric bike, right?
Yeah, it's like a bicycle that's electric.
Okay.
So it goes
All right.
very fast. Yeah, so no, a Peloton is a
Yeah,
stationary bike.
I know what a Peloton. I didn't know what an e-bike was.
I imagine
Yeah,
something
so-
like from the movie Tron.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not that fast.
I think e-bikes can go like 28 miles per hour
I got it.
at its fastest, something like that. But I think you can, it's electric, but you can still pedal too. I mean, it's still a bicycle.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been on one, but from what I'm picturing. Anyway, he did set out a tweet last night, and he did say, if you buy an electric trail bike, read the manual before you ride it for the first time. Because obviously he did break his back. I can't imagine that. A fall, breaking your back sounds awful. I mean, it could have been much worse, so thankfully it sounds like he's going to be okay.
Maybe
So
just
my question about reading the manual then is, did he not know how to brake? I mean, I'm only speculating, obviously, because we don't know the specifics of the crash,
Right.
but if you're going to get on it, wouldn't you, like, okay, you want to know how to make it go,
Yes,
but you also got to know how to make it stop.
you sure do.
Everything
Or
in
he didn't-
between would be like riding a bike.
Or he didn't realize like how fast it was gonna take off. I don't know. Do they go really quickly?
I can't imagine you're
Zero to
and you're not doing a burnout.
0 to 28 in 2 seconds. I don't know.
Kicking out gas.
I don't know either. So I'm not sure. He either lost control of it or he didn't know how to stop. I'm guessing, but
Yeah.
Starting
who knows?
Route
Who knows?
1827
And
Hamilton
guys,
Avenue.
despite the pandemic and the governor's orders
In 3
prohibiting
quarters of a
gatherings of
mile,
over
turn right
250
onto
people,
Telegraph Road.
the 16th annual Raft Off event was held this weekend on Lake St. Clair. Were you guys? I don't think either of you were part of that. You were both at graduation parties this weekend.
Yes, I was
so
not at the raft off.
we're not at the Raft Off. So this
Isn't that
is
the one
actually.
last year they got blown into Canada? Were they all a bunch of inner tubes?
Was it? I don't know.
I think it
Yeah,
was.
It might have been, but they also take their boats and they tie their boats. It's kind of like Jobby Nooner. So it's held by the same group of people who host Jobby Nooner. So you go and you still tie your boats off, but then you bring your inner tube, your rafts, and you kind of float around in between there. So maybe it was. I hadn't heard about that. That's pretty crazy. They just
Yeah, I
the
think
wind
there was a
picked up or
bunch. Yeah, I think there was a whole bunch that were on their tubes. The wind picked up and they all got blown to Canada.
get out of here.
You couldn't do that this year. The borders are closed.
Oh yeah, international incident there.
At the light,
That's hilarious.
turn right onto
I
Telegraph
saw
Road.
pictures from this year's Raft Off. It didn't look like there was nearly as many people as there normally are. On their website and on their Facebook page, they say they can get up to 60,000 to 100,000 people at the Raft Off, which there definitely wasn't this year, but there still was quite a few people there.
Were they socially
No,
In
not really.
4.6 miles,
they weren't
keep
in,
right
like,
to
this,
merge
like,
onto
tight
M10
area
south
where
toward
they're
I-696
shoulder to shoulder
east.
by any means, no. So it wasn't like that. There's a huge area, but you could see some people, yes, definitely weren't social distancing. I'm sure some people were, but it didn't look like many cared about that. No masks, that's for sure. Now, that same day, a Belleville man actually died after his jet ski collided with a boat on Lake St. Clair. This happened Saturday evening, right around 7 p.m. Officials say that a 30-year-old man was riding the jet ski alone, and the boater involved in the accident ended up, he fled the scene and was later found near Metro Beach. So there's still an ongoing investigation.
You have to figure that it's the boater's fault if he fled the scene.
Yeah, I mean, even if it wasn't, what a awful thing to do. I mean, wouldn't the first thing you'd want to do is see if this person was okay? Yes, go help the poor person you just hit, or whether he hit you. You'd still want to be there. Call the police, call the whoever you call.
Yeah,
The patrol.
throw 'em out of the water.
Yeah.
You know, and do something.
So it's pretty sad that person fled the scene. So I'm glad they were found. Okay, so John, you were here when I shared this story last week, but the Leelanau County Road Commissioner, the one who used that racial slur to describe black people in Detroit, this all happened before a public meeting last week. Well, he has said that he will resign from his position. But the thing is that he says he's going to resign, but it came after he repeated the racial slur for a second time, and he still said he insists that he is not racist. So this guy...
Okay, yeah, sure. You're not racist, but you use the N-word frequently.
Yes, so...
Yeah, and
Even
blame
after he got-
the outbreak on it.
Yes.
Exactly, and he had all of this criticism and backlash. A lot of his fellow commissioners wanted him to resign. The governor asked for him to resign from his position, and he ended up doing an interview. This was on Friday with the Associated Press, and he went on to reiterate what he said before. He used that same word again and said that Black Lives Matter, the movement, that movement itself is racist. So
not
he
gonna-
feels he is not racist
You
because
can't think stupid.
Right, I'm not
I
gonna,
really can't.
exactly. I'm not going to get into that argument, but the fact that he sat there and defended himself by still using the N-word,
I know,
oh my word!
I know. So the good news is that he is leaving. He is resigning. He is going to step down from his position. Thank goodness. Now a huge, you guys, did you hear about this? A huge earthquake rocked North Carolina on Sunday morning. It was a 5.1 magnitude quake. It was the biggest to hit the area in more than 100 years. Thankfully, there's been no injuries that were reported and only minor damage, but they said that this quake could be felt in nearby states, including Virginia, South Carolina, and Tennessee. And I saw a lot of people describing it. They said it was very loud, and their house was shaking. The cabinets were shutting and shaking in their kitchen. I saw a photo from somebody's store, and all of the groceries were on the floor. They fell off the shelves.
Yeah, I have a friend who lives in Fayetteville, North Carolina, which is not that close to where it was. So I said, "Did you feel the quake?" He said, "Oh yeah, the house shook at 8:09. I was still in bed. My first earthquake."
Oh wow!
Have you guys ever experienced an earthquake?
No, have you?
No.
I have. Last year when we had those quakes in California, I was actually out there for the first one. My wife's from California, and we were in a hotel. And I want to say we were on like the 5th or 6th floor, right? But there's probably 25, maybe 30 floors in this hotel. And it starts shaking, and it was, I don't know, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. So, we were still lounging in bed, and it starts, the room starts shaking, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And then it hits me like right away, like, the moron that I am, oh, it's an earthquake. And I literally went into a panic, like the building was going to fall on top of me. And my wife was like, hey, you're actually in one of the safest places because this is a new building and it's built on rollers. She went into this whole description, and she's sitting there flipping the channels.
In 1 mile,
and I'm
keep right to merge onto M10 south toward I-696 East.
I'm going to run for my life.
Big tough football player is going crazy, and his wife said, "Chill out." No big deal.
Not sure where I was going to run to, but it's unsettling at the very least.
That's crazy. You guys, finally, my last story. So, wearing masks has made people very, very aware of the smell of their own breath. And now people say that they're actually brushing their teeth more often. There's been this big study. They say 57% of people say that COVID-19 and wearing masks has made them much more aware of their own bad breath. So that's a good sign of wearing masks, I guess. I mean, there's been times when I've definitely noticed my mask breath, depending on what I just ate before I throw the mask on,
Well, you don't want to have garlic in it. Like, I just put on my mask and it's still fresh in the
Use the right lane to keep right to merge onto M10 south toward I-696 East.
Disposable ones, but the ones that you wear frequently,
Yeah.
you can wash them.
Oh, you have to wash. You're supposed
Keep
to
right.
wash them.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. No, you're telling me.
All right, thank you, Heather. Coming up later in the program, we'll be joined by former Lion and the father of a great high school football player who won to Notre Dame now. Mark Spindler will join us to talk about his son Rocco and as a parent what he's going through with his kid with college football and high school football.
In
actually.
3.7 miles, take exit 14C onto M39 and Southfield Freeway.
The Tigers win again? Is it anything or is it something? He said one.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Mortgage rates are at an all-time low, and now is the time to refinance. Giving our clients 5-star service is our #1 priority. Call 248-308-5000 or chat with us online, davidhallmortgage.com.
Detroit Home
that's why I'm, pumping the brakes. It's fun that they have a winning record, but as the astute Jeff Reader pointed out on Twitter last night, the last time, John, what do you think the last time the Tigers were 8-5?
Well, what were they last year?
8-5, and you know what? After that, they went 39-110. So that's why I'm like keeping things in proper perspective here.
Well, yeah, so I agree that there's some perspective, but it also is an opportunity tonight. We get a chance to see Michael Fulmer. We get a chance to see, they're playing at home, which I don't know that necessarily matters that much this year.
No, it doesn't.
The whole fans and everything, but to play Chicago and Cleveland, and they're basically going to be playing, 10 games in the next 10 days against those opponents.
Right.
You can throw in the doubleheader, but if they don't play that, I think it's actually a benefit to the Tigers. They get that day off, and it would be the only day off that they would have for the rest of the month almost.
I know.
It's ridiculous. But I also think that this is a younger team, other than Miggy and maybe a handful of others. This is a younger team. This is a team that could be built for this type of schedule.
Yeah, what I see from this year, possibly, I just Miggy, it's nice they drove him a run. He hit a home run the other day, but maybe he's going to pick it up. But offensively, they really haven't done much, except for Jacoby Jones. Kristen Stewart's picked it up a little bit, Candelaria a little bit, but not much. Crone really has gone downhill a lot. Scope is here, miss, and missing some home runs. I'll tell you the guy on that team I really like is Austin Romine.
Yes.
He's got some key hits, pretty good, guy behind the plate, doesn't have the greatest arm. But aside from Turnbull, their pitching is so weak, so far. Their bullpen, for the most part, has been pretty good. Gregory Soto, unbelievable. But, starters, Turnbull's been good. Matthew Boyd has been, lack of a better word, horrible. Nova is Fulmer will find out again. Daniel Norris hasn't. They got it's like time already, almost, to think about bringing on Mize. If they want to be serious, they're not just getting these guys experience. and they take 2 out of 3 from Cleveland. I know Cleveland doesn't have a lot of offense, but the pitching is unbelievable. So yeah, if we're sitting here at this time
Thursday morning?
no, next week. Let's say we're sitting a week from right now on August 17th. Let's hypothetically they play 7 games. Okay? Or let's say 6 games.
6 games.
Okay, let's say they play 6 games. And they go 4-2 in those 6 games. And they're 12-7. Yeah, it's not too likely. I put a little baseball arousal, so to speak. It's not.
In 2 miles, take exit 3 toward Outer Drive and Van Horn Road. Use the right lane to take exit 3 toward Outer Drive and Van Horn Road. Take the exit, then turn left onto Outer Drive.
They won't. They all get to the 39, but they can't get to 110.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Outer Drive. At the light, turn
Hey,
left onto Outer
I'm not
Drive.
saying that they will,
Not
but
saying
my...
you.
Uh-huh.
I'm not just saying you, but if you mentioned 39,
It's a possibility. Right now,
You're
it is
right.
a possibility.
you're right. It is a possibility.
And at the beginning of every season, you gotta have hope. You gotta build that mentality of a championship team. And this, for young guys, this season is perfect for a young, inexperienced, unproven team because they can go out there and do anything. And if this is backs against the wall. Whatever they do, it really doesn't matter because everybody's going to look at this season as a.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Listen to this guy because he's an athlete and I'm just a schmuck on the radio.
No, I'm not saying.
No, I'm saying because you look at it the way an athlete looks at it.
Yeah.
Because guys who play don't sit there and go, "Oh, we're going to stink this year." You go in and try to win every game. That's your mentality. All right. The big question: will we see college football coming up in a few weeks? 97.1.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, planned road work is
2
scheduled
miles,
to begin at
turn
9
right
o'clock
onto
this
Dix
morning
Highway.
for a westbound entrance ramp from north and southbound Gratiot Avenue in Roseville, expected to remain closed until 2. Then single lane closures are scheduled today for 696 eastbound from Drake to Farmington Road and at 96 eastbound between Old Plank and Wixom Road. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Text the ticket now. Ticket text 248-539-9797. When donating your car, you want to donate it where it will do the most
good, and that's Mother Waddles. Rick Frazier here to remind you that not only is Mother Waddles Detroit's oldest and most respected car donation program, but that the Mother Waddles mission has also been helping the poorest of the poor for well over 50 years now. So if you have an extra car and you could use a great tax deduction, then put that old car to good use and donate it to Mother Waddles. Tens of thousands of satisfied car donors have enjoyed tax savings while helping Mother Waddles to help others. So please do your part and donate your car to Mother Waddles. Remember, folks, don't take chances with your car donation. Go with the leader, and that's Mother Waddles. Simply call Mother Waddles today at 313-WADDLES or donate your car online at motherwaddles.org. Mother Waddles, a name you can trust. Call today, 313-WADDLES. That's 313-WADDLES.
This Radio.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Taylor Chevrolet.
This is Boomer Esiason for the Radio.com Sports Minute, sponsored by Geico. Geico is now offering an extra 15% credit on car, motorcycle, and RV policies. Visit
In 1
Geico.com for
mile,
more info.
turn right
The
onto
upcoming
Diggs
fall
Highway.
College football season seems unlikely to happen, folks. On Saturday morning, the Mid-American Conference presidents voted unanimously to postpone the entire fall sports season. Last week, Independent UConn became the first FBS program to cancel its season. Power 5 conference commissioners met yesterday and will meet again this morning. Amid reports that the vast majority of Big Ten school presidents are in favor of skipping the fall season and that a conference announcement is imminent. Meantime, out west, a group of Pac-12 players are said to be unhappy about their recent conference call with Commissioner Larry Scott. They claim he was dismissive of their demands, including those concerning health and safety. It's time to get the inevitable over with ASAP. Seems that's the road we're headed. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Oil change coming up? We can help you out. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Pennzoil high mileage motor oil and an STP oil filter for just $27.99. And if you need it fast, we can help you get it fast. Whether it's at home with our next day delivery or in store and curbside with our free same day pickup. The choice is yours. Getting the job done just got easier. Restrictions and details at AutoZone.com.
As you get back to business, small things can make a big difference. Like marking safe distances with 4-tape and posting reminders to wash hands. As always, Grainger is here to help, offering supplies and solutions for every industry. Free access to product specialists, 24/7 support, safety recovery guides, and more. It's part of our commitment to help you adapt and recover in these challenging times. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At the light, turn right onto Diggs Highway, then turn left onto Hamilton Avenue.
Fuels Michigan's quality of life. A tunnel for Line 5 is the right solution. Enbridge is committed to building this underground concrete tunnel housing Line 5 deep under the Straits of Mackinac. This means multiple layers of protection, virtually no
Turn
chance
left
of
onto
leakage to
Hamilton
the Great
Avenue,
Lakes,
then the
no
destination is on
possibility
your
of anchor
right.
strike, and no interruption to the energy that Michigan needs. Learn more at enbridge.com/Line 5 tunnel.
If you've ever hired someone to maintain your lawn, you know it can be a crapshoot. So many of these small companies are unreliable, and
450
frankly, they don't do a very
feet, the
good
destination
job.
is on
You
your
should
right.
hire Miller Landscape.
1827
They'll
Hamilton
maintain and
Avenue.
proactively manage all your landscape needs, from mowing and pruning to flowers, fertilization, even your sprinklers. Miller can give you that amazing backyard kitchen or patio.
The destination
you've
is on
always
your right.
wanted. You hear Mike Valenti talk
1827
about how
Hamilton
great they
Avenue.
are. Go to getmillernow.com. That's getmillernow.com.
If you like country music and star-studded award shows, then you'll love 5-Hour Energy CMA Awards Sweepstakes. 5-Hour Energy wants to send you on a guest to Music City to bask in the glow of music's brightest stars at the 2020 CMA Awards. To enter, buy any 5-Hour Energy product. Snap a picture of the receipt and upload it. For official rules and how to enter without purchase,